What is good, Hoop Crew? It is your boy Benji, and we are back balling. I got my guy with me.
Do rag Ron in the building.
Playoffs underway. Round two is about to be underway. So we've got to drop our predictions. Uh, got to quick discuss who we think is going to come out on top. First, the Brooklyn Nets and the Bucks are going to be playing in the first round. Who do you think is taking that one?
Nets, after watching the first game, and I pray for a speedy recovery for James Harden with the hamstring. Man, I thought that was probably the game that the Bucks should have stole or
Mm-hmm.
taken away, being that James isn't there. But I mean, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Mike James, salute to him, and you got to also Jeff Green didn't even play, so it's like clearly the juggernaut, man. They might not be three-headed, but the two-headed juggernaut they have in Brooklyn is a lot to untain. And I mean, Giannis, hope he get to the rim, but to a degree, he could be an offensive liability, man. You create a wall, you create a box and one to a degree, and I mean, granted they got Drew Holiday. I mean, it's like it's cool, it was cute. You had a great season, but Brooklyn, I feel like they're the favorite within it, man. I think they can grab a game or two, but Brooklyn, man, I don't think they can match their offensive firepower. To be honest, straight up.
No, Brooklyn is going to have trouble playing defense, but I don't believe in the Bucks enough to produce enough offense to beat them. Like I said, for 4 games, Giannis can possibly erupt. But yeah, man, I think the biggest thing would be the biggest hindrance could possibly be for the Nets would just be staying healthy, man. But hopefully everybody stays healthy over there. But I can't see too many games get knocked out of the Bucks' hands. But I know this series could possibly get really chippy, and it likely will be one that's going to come down to guys coming off the bench and their production. But yeah, I gotta take the Nets. I think the Nets are my favorite early on to come out of the Eastern Conference, and at this point, it looks like they're ring chasing. So they come with a different mentality. Got to go with them. What are you thinking? Well, actually, let me set it up like that. What are you thinking about Hawks and Nets?
The Hawks and the
I'm sorry,
76ers.
yeah, the Hawks and Sixers.
Bro, honestly, dog, granted, it was like 76ers. If Joel Embiid doesn't play, and based off the momentum and the hot streak that the Hawks are on, the Hawks maybe can slightly, I'll give them a bigger chance than a lot of people do to win the series. Obviously, Ben Simmons, the way Seth Curry shot the ball last game. I kind of do I give the edge to the 76ers.
Uh,
But I mean, Joel and Embiid, which they kind of focus their offense on, giving him the ball in the
no,
paint, let him go to work, whether it's face up game or back to the basket. I think, man, I got 76ers, but don't sleep on the Hawks, bro. Ice trade a gang, you know what my man saying. Culture 3 coming soon. Yeah, I think 76ers got this one. Slight edge though, slight edge, but I got
yeah,
76ers.
yeah. I think you're kind of right. They got a little bit more, I think, veteran leadership in Philly. I think the Hawks coming off with this super hot streak where they ended, took out New York. They went to a hostile area and took things out. I think their matchup with Brooklyn. I'm sorry, their matchup in Brooklyn, the MSG almost. Uh, they were able to take it to the Knicks, the other team. But now down in Philly, even without Embiid, I think that's going to be their only hope. A big that's going to be so mobile, stretch the floor, everything like that. But I think defensively is where Embiid's going to run across liabilities because he likes to sit in the paint off the pick and roll, and Trey Young will have a field day with that. Coming and stepping right off into them jump shots, absolutely. But at the end of the day, when Embiid can produce, Clint Capella, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that, man? I don't know though. I mean, they smothered Randall, so I don't know. But I think they have some versatility. I think it's gonna be the veteran players. And if Embiid can come back, I gotta give the edge to the Sixers. But the Hawks, absolutely impressed with how they've been playing this year. And hey, they can definitely still steal some games. And if the obviously if the right cookies crumble in their direction, I can see them, uh, possibly taking the series. But I got to give my early edge to the 76ers as everything sits. And then next round as well, looks like we're going to be seeing the Nuggets and the Suns.
Weird series to even say those two teams, to
Absolutely.
be honestly. But I think, bro, I'll give the edge to the Suns because now Jokic MVP more than likely of the season. I feel like DeAndre Ayton can't stop him completely, but that could possibly be like a elimination between the two. They kind of eliminate each other out. Jokic is a lot more skilled than DeAndre Ayton right now. But yeah, they kind of knock each other out. I think that I mean, granted, the Nuggets have Aaron Gordon and Compazzo, I guess, but I just think no one's stopping Devin Booker right now. To be honest, the points he putting up, Chris Paul helping the team out, Cameron Payne, who's not getting as much credit as he deserves, you
Mhm.
know, give him some points, and Mikal Bridges. I just think the Nuggets can't really they don't really have too much to slow them down. I see this series going to game 6 or 7 for sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I got to give a slight edge to the Suns, man. I feel like Phoenix is in a high right now. Chris Paul looking great after that, shoulder incident, and Devin Booker, man. I mean, the brother couldn't miss. Let's be honest. So I don't see how they slowing down. What do you
Yeah, I
got?
think similarly, they continue this role. I can absolutely see Phoenix taking this one. Um, I think it'll be a super exciting series. Taking a look at the last three matchups, Phoenix won the first, and the Nuggets won the second, the second and third, and multiple overtimes games. But obviously, every game is neck and neck during the season. Second game took an overtime, third game took double overtime. I mean, and but I think without Murray suiting up, that changes everything. And the current run that the Suns are on, as much confidence as they have to have taking out the Lakers, I think they're just going to be too good for the Nuggets at this point in time. But I believe, like you said, it's going to be a series that goes neck and neck for a while. But absolutely, I gotta go ahead and take Phoenix to come out of that predicament. And I don't know, man. You might start talking about Devin Booker finally in that next level superstar discussion because he's finally getting those wins that everybody said he was never gonna get. So
Yeah, man, they got to put some respect on his name, bro. Granted, I mean, he didn't. This is his first playoff appearance,
mhm.
but brother, he had 47 points last game. So it's like, I feel like he kind of, yeah, man. People similar to Dame. I mean, Dame had, he's been in the playoffs clearly more times, but Dame was in a market that wasn't sexy or biggest or the appealing. He didn't have that, as much success as the others did, but he's still getting 25, 30 points. So Devin Booker was in the same predicament. But Devin always been a bucket, so I don't understand why he never kind of got that nod or looked at. Always getting snubbed in All-Star games, it seems like. But I feel like this season, this playoff run, regardless of how it ends with him holding the trophy or if he loses next round, I feel like people have to definitely put more respect on his name.
Absolutely, man. Devin Booker hasn't been enough talked about enough, possibly because, like we said, he hasn't been winning as much. But now that we're starting to see some of the W's in the column, I think we're gonna have to discuss him. And obviously, a long playoff run this year is definitely gonna propel him into a lot more talks and take him out of that sleeper discussion as definitely a superstar in the making. And like I said, these playoffs, I think the new NBA is getting really exciting, man. So I'm definitely eager to tune in.
For sure.